Hey the Toy Collectible fans, this is Fly Guide for TekSushi.com. G.I. Joe review time, and it is finally got hold of one of these, the Dark Ninja. Picked it up at DorksideToys.com as usual, where I got all my Joes, and lots more Joes coming from them. They've got the Ultimates Wave, which I cannot wait to review. There'll be a link to buy this if you want to have a look at it underneath the video, but it's definitely one I'd recommend picking up. G.I. Joe Retaliation Dark Ninja, as we said, comes with one of these kit features, which actually is not too bad in this case, but still not my bag really. It's a glider that goes onto his back, clips onto his legs, you press the button and it swings out there, and if you really want to, you can attach these saber claws to the arms and legs and go around slashing the neighbourhood, so as the friendly Dark Ninja obviously does. So here we go, that's the back of the figure. Let me get a bit of a close-up for you. So we get this rather cool cobra net at the back on this, which adds, I think, quite a good look to it. So it clips onto his legs, as we said there, and we'll get you a look at the front of that in a minute. He looks a little bit weird. He kind of looks like the Wicker Man. But so it's basically a repaint of Storm Shadow from Renegades, which we've seen also in a red paint variation. I'll show you some of them in a minute. The saber claws there on the feet are, you could put them on the hands if you wanted pretty much as well, but generally silver kind of plastic with some ridges on it, and that is it. Not really one for me. And if we take this piece off the back now, if I was to, let me bend the figures, but if we bend that in and then, no, it's not going to do it. I don't know how you do it. What do you do? Press it, yeah, it's because I've got it attached to his hands, that's why. So if I move that out of the way, there we go. So I've unfortunately got these saber claws clipped in. If we move that in, this kind of clips in, you can hear it click in the back, and then if you press the button, there you go, you get this flying out. See, it's kind of a kit feature, not really my favourite cup of tea. Plugs on to the back of the figure with that peg, and there we go again, it clips in and it clicks in there, so you could fold it all up and again press it out and off it goes. It does have these cool little hand controls there for the figure, so it's kind of neat. It's something that some of you will like out there, I'm sure, but I'd love to know your thoughts on it. It just doesn't really float my boat too much, because I love the ninjas. So he's got his saber claws there. Let me just hold that up a little better, and let's get a look at this figure. So again, exact same figure as we've seen the awesome and very hard and expensive to get G.I. Joe's Storm Shadow Renegades figure. We've also seen this mould used, hey, it's Hasbro, they use moulds again and again. This is the red variation, which we've seen, I think that was Wave 2, I can't remember, or from a battle pack, one of the two, but they look great together. So yeah, the red ninja looks rather good. As you can see, the main difference on this guy is on the chest, with this dragon tattoo. You get some nice touches on the figure there, again that kind of almost cloth-like appearance. You'll see the little beaded parts on the lapel there. You can hopefully see that in the camera. It's pretty good looking, works very well on the figure. The paint's done very well in the eyes. The black's used fairly minimally in just those key places on the feet, on the hands, on the sash on the waist, and again on the cover on the face. So again, it's nothing too different. You've seen repaints again and again of ninjas. Great articulation on this guy. We've got a ball jointed neck on him. Those hinged shoulders with the peg, peg hinged elbows, peg hinged wrists as well. We've also got this kind of swivel floating like torso, and you've got on the knees the double joints on the knees. You can see the seam at the back there, and again that pin that underpins the G.I. Joe articulation there, and again ankle rockers, or vonkels if you listen to, in fact they're not vonkels at all, they're just ball hinged ankles on there. You have to listen to Marvelicious Toys. They talked with Vonner, the ex-Marvel dude there, about some of the ankles that he applied onto some of the Hasbro figures, but that's another story. So G.I. Joe Dark Ninja, the other appendages he's got there in his hands, you can see these saber claws. Actually quite nicely done. The silver paint's done really well. It's not kind of painted on sloppily. It's applied quite neatly, so they're pretty cool. And of course, it wouldn't be a Ninja unless it comes with the standard on the back, plug into his back now, a couple of swords. And there again, pretty standard stuff. We've got this long and the short variation. I can't recall the exact names offhand, but I'm sure one of you are going to tell me in the comments. And again, no paint on these, sadly. They're all just black plastic, so a bit of a letdown there. And the smaller Ninja sword is there. But you can see that joint on the wrist there that we're talking about. So great posability. These guys look fantastic together, especially if you want to recreate the Ninja Showdown sequence up at the monastery and from the movie. If you've seen that from San Diego Comic Con a couple of years ago, it's a stunning looking display. So this guy will be army built by the dozens. So again, got this from DarkSideToys.com. There are tons of G.I. Joe dudes on there, so definitely check them all out. And you'll also hear Dark Side Toys and other G.I. Joe fanatics and great peeps on the What's on Joe Mind podcast. Definitely check it out, it's quite cool. Lots of cool G.I. Joe information. They've also branched off and done another G.I. Joe podcast, or some of them have, in the UK. A good friend of mine, Dave Tree, The Full Force, and they've done some G.I. Joe stuff, talking about the UK version of G.I. Joe way back when I was a lad, called Action Force. So check that out. What's on Joe Mind and The Full Force podcasts. Check him out. That's it. Not much else I can tell you. Dark Ninja is available. Go and buy him. I think he's a great army builder. Love the dragon tattoo on the chest there. And one I think you need in your ninja collection. So link below this video where you can buy it. And let us know what you think. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And if not, give it a thumbs down. And we'll see you for more G.I. Joe reviews coming up soon. Cheers.